Hello everybody, this is June the 24th, 2025. Can you believe that? We are 6 months away from Christmas. My mind thinks like that, I'm sorry. So 6 months from today is Christmas Eve and my mind just goes there, I'm sorry. But anyway, so we're talking about June 2025, and yesterday something happened in Cerulean, Kentucky that is sad and tragic. But I do want to preface that no lives were lost, nobody was hurt. This house was empty, it was for sale or rent. It started out being for sale and then it became for rent. So I want to go ahead and preface this video by saying that nobody was living here, nobody was in the house. So a big praise the Lord for that. No lives lost, no loss of life. Nobody was hurt or injured. But the homeowners had just put in a lot of money in renovations on this home, 352 Main Street, Cerulean, Kentucky. It's a historical house, very historical house. It's been here for centuries. They just renovated it and put all kinds of new siding on it, all kinds of investments into this house. There was this tree that I believe that they wanted to cut down or have trimmed down, but it's on the this tree was on the historical registry for Kentucky. Maybe not for the nation, but for one of the oldest trees in Kentucky. And it's got to be 300 or 400 years old easily. So we are looking at the base of this tree. So historical home that was recently renovated, and then historical tree. So this is the bottom base of the tree. I mean, it's not something you get to see every day. You can see up inside the trunk where it had rotted out. So this is like all the rot from the trunk. So this is actually looking upward inside the trunk of the tree and how it had rotted through all these years. And many times people have said this tree needs to be cut down, this tree needs to be cut. But no, because it was on the Kentucky Historical Registry list as one of the oldest trees in Kentucky, nothing was done about it. The power company wasn't even allowed to trim it. And that's something, the power company, again, we're looking at the base of the tree. See the roots? Power company wasn't even allowed to trim the tree because it's on the historical registry list. So all of that is rot underneath the tree. So now we're looking on this side of it. Just to give you a scope of just how enormous this is. Absolutely enormous. It's going to cost a fortune to clean this tree up. So this is just a branch. This is, okay, so this looks like the trunk of a tree, but this is actually one of the branches. See, this would be a standard size, possibly a standard size trunk of a tree. But no, actually, that's actually one of the branches of the tree. So I'm gonna step back here and try to get a better view. So it tore into the roof. That's absolutely amazing. So when you have branches of the tree that look like arms, that regular trunks. When you have branches that look like regular trunks, you know that's a pretty amazing, big and mammoth tree. So even though we had rain yesterday, we had about 3 inches of rain. Even though we had rain yesterday, it wasn't necessarily the rain that brought it down. This tree has been rotting and rotting away for a long, long time. And we have had a lot of rain this summer, spring and summer. We have had a lot of rain this spring and summer. And it finally just was too much rot.
Cute picture, eh?
Ah, yeah. Tree branch. We're gonna go underneath it. Oh, there is a power line right there. I better be careful. That is a power line. I don't want to step on that. Yeah, that's probably an active power line. That could be death if I stepped on that. So there was a down power line after all. The wire of death. Don't want to touch that thing. Could be a hot wire. I'm just really sad to think about the cost of this cleanup. It's going to be a major, major cost. I mean, where do you even start with something like that? Where do you even start with the cleanup? I imagine the homeowner's insurance will fork out a lot. I would hope so, and I would pray for the homeowner. I would pray very much so that the homeowner's insurance would pay for this, because it's going to be very expensive. I can't even imagine how much it would cost. I don't know what kind of tree this is. Well, it's solid. Ooh, that's very thick. I have no idea what kind of tree this was, rather. So, Stephen, I was talking to Stephen about it, and he said that if I had a metal detector, it would be really cool to bring out a metal detector. And because of how old this tree is, there might be some buried treasure under it. Wink, wink. I mean, I say wink, wink, and I say tongue-in-cheek, but I don't know. I guess that's some poison ivy right there, probably. But Stephen said, well, people who have metal detectors they live for things like this. They would want to bring out their... So I think that Stephen may have been onto something when he said that to get out your metal detectors. He said because maybe during this time frame when this tree was growing, and that people might have had some buried treasure. And you think about like the Civil War era and how they might have buried something underneath this tree. I don't know. A tree like this. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I don't know why. It just reminded me of it, talking about big trees and treasures and holes in trees, and it reminded me of Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Because I think I remember in Harper Lee's classic American novel To Kill a Mockingbird, I remember the character's name was Boo Radley. And I remember there was a hollow spot in that tree in the novel, and I think Boo Radley hid some things in the tree in To Kill a Mockingbird. Isn't that funny? I haven't read that in 35 years, maybe. I think I was 14 when I read that. Now I'm almost 47, 33 years. It's been 33 years since I've read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I still remember Boo Radley and the tree and hiding stuff in that. But no, you don't know what's underneath that tree, what's been hidden all these years, and maybe some Civil War era box or whatever, some treasure. You don't know. It would be really something. Is that Cedar? That's Cedar, isn't it? That horse's name is Cedar. Like Cedar. Yeah.
Get the message to Reuben Hoover over in Fairview. He's a Mennonite, doesn't have a phone.
Oh, he does not have a phone?
No, he would want it. He knows his tree's here, and it's very special for live edge.
What kind of tree is it?
Oak.
Oh.
It's a white oak.
Oh, and this horse's name is Cedar, and that's the oak tree. Okay, so well, if he doesn't have a phone, I don't know how you would get a hold of him.
And then there's an Amish man that does the same business. They want special trees like this that are huge.
Yeah. This one's huge.
Yeah. So, is there insurance on the house?
Yes.
Well, it's going to take some.
But like, would your insurance agent, like, would they contract out with a Mennonite to do the labor?
Well,
or?
Like I said, I'll call him and I'll call the owner and tell him that we know some Mennonites that's stopped here and said that they know people that will want the tree if they can go ahead and start removing it.
Who is the owner?
I don't even know his name. He lives in South Dakota.
South Dakota?
Yeah, he moved to South Dakota and Keystone Realty is who rents this, but I got the owner's number too, so. And he's the one with the insurance.
So he didn't get the line.
No, there is a
they made the
line.
line.
There is a line
Okay.
down.
It's a phone line.
Oh, it's a phone line. Oh, okay.
And the power line still looks.
And we had some on the power line on the other side, but the
Toby.
company stopped by yesterday.
That's
and
Toby.
said
That's
about the line.
Toby, and that's Cedar.
So when did it happen?
Yeah, when did it happen?
Yesterday around 1 o'clock.
It wasn't that windy then, was it?
No, see, I was about an hour away. I was visiting my parents at the grocery store, saying, "Hey, tree fell on your house. We're worried about the dog." So all that we didn't know how bad it
Did
was.
the law call you, or who called you?
Someone called the law, and then the law called the real estate company, and the real estate company called us.
Oh, wow.
So I like, okay, so what do you mean you're worried about the dog? They said, well, apparently, you know, the house is crushed by the tree. So here I'm thinking there's not a house left.
Well, there's, yeah.
And so I told Walmart yesterday, like, look, I'm on a bike. I don't have time to situate all these groceries. Keep it in the cooler. I'll be back to get it later.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
I miss having my horse.
So Toby just took a bathroom break, Aaron.
Okay.
That's what Toby did. Toby just took a bathroom break.
Yeah, I wish I could get word to those two guys. They would.
Well, that's why y'all need phones, Aaron. That's
they
why
would
y'all need
really,
phones.
Really want that thing.
Is there?
Where do they live at?
Fairview.
How far is that?
It's just the other side of Hopkinsville. You know where Hopkinsville is at?
Yeah.
When you go through Hopkinsville on 68 and 80, and out the other way, you come to the Jeff Davis Monument. You know where that's at?
Yeah.
Okay, that's on past guys closer to us.
And there's no other way to get word.
Well, if I gave you his physical address, you could find it, you know, on a GPS, you know. I was just wondering, it might even be worth his, well, I don't know what the insurance guy is going to say, you know. It might take somebody licensed and insured and all, you know.
Well,
because
this is apparently a national tree.
Yes, it's on a registry.
Yeah, it's on a registry. They've been asking to cut this thing down for years, and they wouldn't let them. I wonder if the National Registry wants to come and get their damn tree.
now it's not past that stage.
That's right. They had the people had wanted to cut it down for years because of the safety issues, and
Yep.
but
Safety issue.
but they wouldn't cut it down because it's on a national registry.
Yeah, safety issue.
Yeah. Well, I just feel because the man who owns the house put a lot of money into renovating it.
Oh yeah, it's fully renovated inside. It's nice.
Was nice.
It's still nice.
Oh,
The
okay.
only room that really got damaged is the upstairs bathroom.
That's it.
Well, and there's a hole in the side of the living room right here where it hit the roof on the porch and pushed it through the wall.
Well, I didn't realize that somebody was actually living here for 2 months. You had seen the signs that said for rent. I mean, it had been for rent for a long time. Well, this is definitely one renter story that you'll never forget.
No, won't forget this one. Yeah, there was a cop stop there when I showed up here. He was stopping traffic and stuff like that. There was a few more trucks and a few more people here. But I didn't even tell the cop I was here. I just came from there. I didn't even stop. I just flew across here and parked in the driveway. He came up. He said, "You might need to slow down." I'm like, "Yeah, I wanted to make sure my dog wasn't dead."
Well, praise the Lord for that.
Like I remember I took the Parkway here yesterday. I seen a cop pass on the other side and turn on his lights. Yeah, I wasn't stopping. He can catch me. He could follow me here if he wanted to. This is why I was coming. That's an actual emergency.
Eddie, how do you keep your horse cool? Look at all that sweat. How do you keep him cool?
Well, I guess the horse was designed to kind of, you know, take care of himself. That sweat helps to cool him. You know, if he's wet, he'll cool faster than if he's dry. And, I can't go as fast or as far when it's hot like this. We basically try to do our work in the morning or, you know, at night or something. And It's lunchtime. I need to go, but I said it's almost worth my time coming up here to see this because you don't see this.
No, you don't see this very often. And you would think that this would have happened after a major storm, but the tree was just rotted out and ready to go.
They said it fell in slow motion.
It fell in slow motion.
That's what they said. They didn't even really notice it was falling until it fell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the neighbors.
They just saw it go in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They said it didn't hit the house like it was in slow motion, though.
And it didn't go very far. Well, it's tremendous weight, tons and tons of wood there.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it didn't have to go fast to still do the damage.
I put a big ass hole in the roof.
So,
all the way down to the bathroom.
Aaron, how much do you think money is that oak is worth? Do you think? Is it most of it's dead, isn't it?
Well, that really takes a bite out of it. The value, the live edge needs to be pretty. And maybe they could get some cutting it this way. You know, get some that both edges are original. But where it stayed, you know, that ruins the value of it.
I know the cop and the contractor said to have this removed, we're looking at anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000.
$40,000 to $50,000 to have it removed, but you think that the insurance will pay for that? Obviously.
I hope so because I don't have 40. Me and my brother, we're in law enforcement. He works at the prison. I just gave up my job to move in with my girlfriend, and that's the kitten that came with the tree.
This kitten. Okay, this kitten came with the tree. Oh, and is it skittish? Oh, and it is a kitten. It is a.
What do you mean it came with the tree?
I guess it used the tree to climb in the house.
Aww. There was a kitten that came with the tree. When the tree fell in the house, the kitten fell in the house too.
Yeah.
Really?
This happened at 1.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay, Cedar, I hope you get cooled off a little bit.
I need to get out of the traffic.
Yeah, see you later, Aaron.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy.